I love riding bicycles, BMX bicycles. It's a passion in itself. I've done since I was a little kid. I love to get out and jump a little kid's bicycle over a big dirt jump that I created. There's no other better feeling in the world than that. An average day at the trails, I just show up. Usually if it's too wet to ride, solid digging. Try and put in at least a couple hours a day. I live by my own rule. I like to do 5 days on, 2 days off at the trails. At least try and get 5 days in at the trails. The camaraderie, the brotherhood here, you'll never find anywhere else, even in a skate park. There's nothing like the brotherhood and the teamwork that is put into a set of trails. It's a group of people that get together, and it shows how hard of workers they are. Not only can they ride a bike, they can work hard. They're dedicated to something besides pedaling a bicycle. They like to build. They like the process. It's the greatest high, just getting together with your brothers in the woods and riding some bicycles or digging a hole.
When the stoke is high, man, you got friends that push you, and without them, I think the progression would stay pretty low. But as long as you got a good group of guys you ride with and you dig with, it'll always thrive.
Process before we ride, well, show up, get motivated for sure, because you got the process, you got to water, dig, a lot of sweeping, just prep before you ride to get things groomed up and riding smooth, make sure everything's safe for everyone before we ride. Some days we don't ride, we just dig. A lot of days we don't ride, we just dig actually. I do about 80% digging and 20% riding. The hardest part about the trails is definitely the maintenance, the upkeep of the trails. Trails don't build themselves. They do deteriorate over time. If you're not out here on a weekly basis, putting in work and digging and stacking, they will deteriorate and go away. They do not build themselves.
Okay, so the hardest part is probably like taking a really bad fall and like trying to push yourself to get back up and keep going and try it again. Because you want to get it, but you're in pain, but you want to figure it out.
Probably just hitting a jump that you haven't been. It takes a lot of, guts to do it, and once you do it, it's the best feeling in the world. Probably also is just maintenance. You got to get it right. If not, then there can be some issues.
What makes the trails more enjoyable than the skate park? Well, definitely the dig factor. I love to get out here and create something that I've had in my head that I've had thought about or that I've seen in other places, and I can come here and I can create it with a shovel. And a skate park, you can't do that. A skate park never evolves, it never changes. The concrete will always stay the same. Versus your dirt jumps will always evolve. You can come back here 2 weeks later and something, if not everything, will be different. Versus that skate park, you can come back 5 years later and it will still be the same thing.
Again, it's mostly just the atmosphere and the work-to-play ratio, but a lot of it's also the different people that you meet in trail riding versus at a park. At a park, you meet a lot of scumbags or guys that are just rude. And here you just meet a bunch of friendly people that are down to help you learn new stuff.
Trails are a lot more enjoyable just because all the bonds that you have. You start building up the trails, you water the trails every time you're out here. You build friendships that you wouldn't really think that you were going to build, and it's a lot safer of a place. It's in a secluded area, nobody bothers you. It's really nice and peaceful sometimes too.
The most rewarding feeling about the trails is definitely the time put in of building a dirt jump and getting to jump it for the very first time. It's creating a monster and getting to defeat that monster. And it takes time for that, and it's very, very eager for us impatient bike riders, but we fight through it, and it's the most rewarding thing, just building a big dirt jump and getting to jump it for the first time and just scaring yourself.
Shred what you build. I mean, literally, when you see something go from nothing to something, that is the most awesome thing. And then now it's like, man, everybody's getting so into really getting into detail of how our jumps look and how clean and beautiful. And I mean, to me, it's like it's a form of art, man. It's awesome.
Probably hitting a jump, or even just building something or helping with something that's really rewarding, helping out with everybody. And if you're kind of stuck on a jump and you finally hit it, it's the best feeling. You keep going, get it down. It's probably the best. Or completing a line even, it's really rewarding, and it makes you feel good and makes you progress even more.